But Chiyu, someone mentioned something I wanted to ask about. Did you make sure to have pre-moves enabled?
What's Premove?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this could be
a game
revolutionary.
Changer. Wait.
Premove allows you to move before it's actually like your time starts running. If you click like the cog wheel next to the board, it should be under your options.
Okay.
And you just enable pre-move, and so you can make your move before Alexandra moves, like on her time, basically.
Oh, okay, it's enabled, yeah.
I'm afraid now.
Chiyu, how do you feel about the adjustment from the blitz match to the bullet match? Because I feel like you've been playing quite well and outplaying Alexandra in many of the games, but the clock seems to be like a consistent issue. Do you think that you're starting to get a little bit more adjusted to that?
I honestly don't think so. Yeah, I'm honestly, like, obviously I'm struggling a lot with the clock. Yeah, like, I just can't play fast enough to like, beat the moves, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, yeah, I don't know, like, it's a very different mindset kind of from how I play Blitz, because when I play Blitz, like, when I play any kind of game, I'm always trying to find, like, the best move, but I'm finding that I don't have, like, the time.
Yeah, one thing I was noticing and that I mentioned during the commentary was that you play quite aggressive positions in chess that requires a lot of accuracy. And to play accurately, obviously, it takes a lot of time. Sure. And Alexandra's been playing, maybe taking a much more solid approach. I was wondering, are you maybe going to try to mix up your strategy going into the second half, do you think? Or is your chess just kind of your chess?
My chess is... Yeah, I think you summed it up pretty well. It's kind of my chess. Yeah, I'm not used to playing positional. I honestly just... Yeah, no, I definitely need to do something. So what that something is, I'll have to figure that out.
Now that Chiyu knows about pre-moves, I think it's going to be a completely different story.
This could get much more interesting, that is for sure.
So yeah, Chiyu, so you can stack multiple pre-moves. If you want to do a practice game, we can if you want to check it out.
No, it's okay. I think I understand, yeah.
Okay, Chiyu's like, I got it.
Oh, baby. Oh, the sound of that confidence is excellent. I love it. Again, appreciate all the support so far, supporting just women's chess in general, as well as future matches like this, so we can continue to grow this program and hopefully continue to do more positive outreach. So thank you guys so much. And here we go. First game after the break. Chiyu with her newfound pre-moving skills. Look at that C5 pre-move. She's pre-moving every single move now. Oh my Lord, guys. Look at that. Chiyu already like 4 seconds up on the clock, only 20 seconds into the game. This is gonna get good. Now I'm hyped. Let's go. Chiyu pre-moving, the knight takes b4. Oh my goodness, guys, it's like she's born again. So Alexandra down on the clock here, or maybe even on the clock. Both sides still with their bishops, surprisingly for Alexandra. Chiyu probably the slightly worse pawn structure. We'll see if Alexandra could try to take advantage of any of Black's long-term weaknesses. Wink, wink. This pawn on a5 currently being threatened by knight takes a5. It looks like Chiyu says, I don't need that pawn. And here comes Alexandra. She says, I'm up a pawn, so I'm just going to exchange these pieces, say I have a better pawn structure and probably a better endgame here, and I'm just going to beat you the old-fashioned way. But Chiyu has a lot to say about that, including this pretty interesting knight on b4 that allows a rook to exist on this second rank. And now Chiyu coming in hot with these kingside moves and these checkmate threats. Although knight d3, not typically a move that I would recommend. Hangs like 2 pieces at once, or like hangs a piece and, you know, exchanges a knight that I necessarily probably wouldn't have wanted to exchange. But Alexandra up a rook, hangs the perpetual. Oh, so sad. And Chiyu says, I ain't going to be down on the clock this time. So they take a draw to start off here right at, it's only fitting, I think. So we've got a score, just to update you guys, of 20.5 for Alexandra to 4.5 for Chiyu. Man, this, I think, guys, I don't want to like jinx it, but I have a feeling this one could go the distance. Alexandra decides, I don't want to take that knight on g3 and ruin Chiyu's structure. I'm too kind to do such a thing. Chiyu threatening this knight takes f7, very tricky. Seems like a lot of the same tactics are consistently coming up for Chiyu against Alexandra when she has white. The knight d5, like we saw twice earlier, and now often this knight getting planted on g5 with constant threats on the f7 pawn. Alexandra hangs e6, it looks like. Can't take because the knight takes back and then forks these two rooks. And now, if that happened, there's a family fork with the queen included. Again, knight e6. Uh-oh. Ouchtown, population Alexandra. Chiyu up like 10 seconds on the clock here. Oh, guys. Oh, my. And Alexandra's just going to resign that one pretty quickly. Guys, this is, it's, I'm not saying I'm Chiyu fan, but I love the way she plays. And now that she has pre-moves, the woman is literally unstoppable. Honestly, this is going to be a comeback, the likes of which maybe chess has never experienced before. Alexandra doesn't take the bait because rook g8 is going to come in and do all sorts of harm on her king. But it looks like we have 7-on-7. Chiyu once again going for the queenside castles. She says, I want to attack you. I was thinking f6 first and then maybe f5. Chiyu decides to go directly for f5 here. But this bishop looks kind of nice for Alexandra. Also cuts off this king. Bishop b5, very nice move. d5 seemed interesting. I don't know if it worked yet, but yeah. These four, talk about the 4 pawns attack, huh? Shoosh! Okay, if bishop took, pawn took, rook was coming to d6, that could have gotten a little ugly. I'm not gonna lie. Queen d5 though, and now Chiyu, I don't know. Oh, and Alexandra hangs her queen with the bishop takes c6, removing the defender, and all of a sudden this game is turned on its head. Chiyu down 3 seconds, but armed with pre-moves. Let's see how she does this time. Winning on the board, but down on the clock. Already gaining time back extremely quickly. Queen, and that's going to be made on g2. And Chiyu, 7 seconds, plenty of time. These pre-moves, guys, this made all the difference. And ladies, excuse me. Thank you so much, John928, for donating $50 for the quality chess. Thank you so much. Yes, this is some serious quality chess. I haven't seen too many mistakes. I've seen a lot of interesting ideas from both players, and I think there's just only plenty more to come. This current score is 20.5 for Alexandra to 6.5 for Chiyu. Chiyu, the stronger player in classical chess over the board, has the higher rating, and Chiyu's also a women's grandmaster. So it could be possibly an uphill climb here for Alexandra, but so far in this game it's looking quite nice. These doubled isolated c pawns don't look so good. Alexandra's structure is extremely solid. Her knight is very strong. She's gonna win this c3 pawn eventually, and yeah, I think Alexandra might be able to make a strong comeback here in game 3. The victory requirements, FDAmu, that's a very good question. So it is the first player to 35 points, threatening knight c4 check. Chiyu misses it, and this could spell disaster, just takes, and then I would honestly take f3 and say GG. But Alexandra decides not to do that, but I think she's still going to take this down, no problem. Rook h3, king c4, first more accurate. And so far after halftime, we have a score of 1.5, but much closer than our first half. So excited to see what they have coming. Alexandra with the 1d3, trying to mix it up here. Playing maybe a sort of King's Indian attack style opening. Not something I've seen either player play yet. I'm kind of interested to see how Chiyu decides to approach this as black, especially considering she generally seems to opt more for the typically the more aggressive options here. This is very nice. That knight on d5 is really beautiful. Knight f6 could be coming. Additionally, bishop h6. I think bishop h6 there was a dominating move. F5 now seemed to clear things up a little bit, but ooh, Alexandra hangs the knight on d5, unfortunately. And now Chiyu with a quite dominating position. If rook e1, we got a bishop h6 coming. So Alexandra opts for rook f3. And yeah, not looking too hot. Once again, if we keep our eye on the clock, Alexandra with 26 seconds and Chiyu with 25. Thank you so much, Nicola, for donating $80. He says, let us meet the goal. Thank you so much. Yes, really trying to meet this goal. Love these matches. Love supporting women's chess all over the world. And all of your donations in the stream go to supporting both of those causes. So thank you so much, guys, for doing that and for being here, chatting, hanging out, and supporting in every way that you can. Chiyu, look at that. Alexander 4, Chiyu 10 seconds. I think the pre-moves are making a enormous difference here. You could see Chiyu already doing a lot. Alexandra keeping it close, but Chiyu, can she bring it up? Wow. Okay, so Chiyu has the pre-moves, but Alexandra able to take that one home, probably with her veteran pre-move experience. Well done by Alexandra. Now up 2.5 to 1.5 after the halftime, but yeah, or 2.5 actually, I believe. Sorry, I think it was 20 to 4. So 2.5. Alexandra has 22.5 points total, first to 35. Chiyu 6.5. So she has definitely an uphill battle. I don't think anybody would argue that, but I don't think it's one which is insurmountable, let's say. So Chiyu once again going for the queenside castle. Alexandra not likely to castle queenside here. Probably going to either castle kingside if some pieces get traded off, or even leave her king in the center. But Chiyu seems to really enjoy the bishops and having additional space in the center. Alexandra has no issue with playing these more closed positions. But queen g5 check and f6 looks like it could be pretty tricky here for Alexandra. Wow. Holy, thank you so much, Mapreo, for the $100 donation. Thanks, US Chess Women. Love all you do. Yes, we do. A great organization that does a lot for supporting women of all ages in chess, both those who are already experienced and part of chess and those looking to get into chess and its fantastic community. Thank you so much, Mapreo, for the $100 donation. That was so kind. Chiyu looks to exchange for a queen here. Usually a queen, pretty nice piece to have in these bullet scrambles, especially because the checks and the mate threats are significantly easier here. Demonstrates for us, but she was up significantly on the clock there, and it was going to make it quite difficult for Alexandra. By the way, we do have, I don't mean to call out anybody in the chat, but there is a celebrity in the chat, the one and only Jen Shahadi. Thank you so much for being here. A wonderful advocate for many years for women in chess. It's so great to have a legend in our midst, someone who even I grew up idolizing. So thank you for being here. And Alexandra looking like a little bit of a tough position. There's maybe some threats here. Maybe rook takes looks really interesting, followed by queen h4 with the pin, but Chiyu opts for the pawn takes on h2. There's still lots of threats here for black, and it looks like Chiyu has all the time in the world that she wants to take here. Up 10 seconds on the clock against Alexandra. So absolutely crushing it in this game for sure. Rook f8 looks like Ouchtown population Miss Botez. Let's see. Can Chiyu finish it off though? It is tricky. I will give Alexandra that credit, but Rook F2 looks like it could be coming. Not now. Don't want to hang mate on E8. Ooh. Interesting. Rook takes G2 was a possibility. And Chiyu, let's see if she can pull out this time scramble this time. King B8. Uh-oh, it's getting a little low. Oh, they're even. I don't think Chiyu has this one. Alexandra, once again, can we get some dirty flag emotes in the chat? I think it seems like Chiyu maybe gets a little flustered if she hangs a piece that she wants to use or move in the time scramble. So, holy Chespe, thank you for the insane $500 donation, single-handedly doubling the goal. That is incredible. Wow. Thank you so much, Chespe, for that donation. You are wonderful and amazing. And quick win there for Alexandra, it looked like, by the way. But not only a legend in the Twitch community, but the chess community, and one of the most fantastic supporters of all the players, but especially for all of the women players who I know are extremely thankful that you came into their lives. So thank you so much for that incredibly generous donation. So shout out to Chespe. But getting back to the chess, it looks like Alexandra has a nice position here. Chiyu's king a little bit open, so she decides to try to hide it away on B8 under the cover of some more pawn protection. Quick update on the score since we sort of missed that last game. Alexandra at 24.5 points, Chiyu at 7.5. This match does go to 35 points, so Alexandra needs 10.5 more, while Chiyu is going to need 27.5 more. But Chiyu playing really solid, but I think Alexandra's veteran pre-move savvy has saved her in a couple games already so far. And I think that Chiyu definitely has the ability. Queen G3 is a possibility. Chiyu definitely has the ability to turn it on at any moment, no doubt. So let's see, what do we got here? It looks like black is up a pawn. So I like that for Chiyu, but her king is a little bit weak here. Might just go for the perpetual. Alexandra says no. Alexandra might try to go for the flag. An interesting idea, because it seems like she still is able to hold on to this perpetual idea. Looks like Chiyu is getting flustered by these checks. I don't know if she's going to be able to do this. Alexandra with 7, Chiyu with 2, 1, 0. And that's going to be a win here for Alexandra. Well done. All right. Less than 10 games to go, guys, for Alexandra. Would be, I'm just throwing this out there. It would be really incredible to see her take this one home with an adoption. That is still on the table. Not likely. I think Chiyu is an extremely strong player, but nonetheless might be a little payback for the first match that these two played, the Blitz match. Yeah, so going into another endgame, it seems like Alexandra's preference generally has been to try to go into these early endgames and maybe flex her clock ability a little bit, whereas Chiyu has generally tried to opt for the a little bit more aggressive heavy piece, I guess I would say, middle games. Alexandra makes an interesting decision here to go for a pass pawn, but in doing so has given Chiyu a protected pass pawn on f5, while Alexandra's is not protected. However, this bishop getting to this f4 square is quite interesting. Let's see if Alexandra can try to organize her pieces. Threatening bishop takes h2 and knight takes f3. Looks like a whammy. Ooh, bishop takes h2 there, I think might have been pretty good. But h2 and bishop e3 or bishop g3. Looks like it could be difficult times here for Chiyu, but here she comes. She's gonna win this pawn on h2, possibly. So if she manages to do that, could be tricky. Chiyu up on the clock, 7-4. Let's see those pre-move skills. Come on, Chiyu. We believe. I think you just got to play fast. You just got to go fast, Chiyu. And there she does it finally. Starts taking Alexandra's pieces, goes for a little bit more pragmatic pre-moves, trying to predict some more of Alexandra's moves, and manages to take that game home. So that's going to bring the score to 25.5 for Alexandra, 8.5 for Chiyu. All right, guys. Do we got any final score predictions in the chat? Bishop b5 hung that bishop, just queen takes, but Chiyu didn't quite see it. Alexandra giving up the early bishop pair once again, but in exchange for some double isolated c-pawns here for black. We'll see. Uh-oh. f4. That looks like quite a threat. Just an update for those of you guys that don't know. I might have played rook b8 first just to protect this guy, but nonetheless, can always play rook b8 now. Take on b2. It is an update on the format, first to 35 points. So currently in the match, Alexandra has 25.5 points. So she needs 9.5 more points to end the match and win. And Chiyu has 8.5 points. So she needs 26.5 points to win the match. So gonna be a tall task here for Chiyu, but one that I think we all believe that she can do. She is an extremely strong and talented chess player, as she's demonstrated through all of her games so far tonight. And she has been capable of striking at any moment. So this game, I think Alexandra is in a commanding lead. Rook f8, though. Rook f1? Didn't work, I guess. Maybe this does? Queen takes g2? No? There's some stuff hanging here, definitely. Chiyu, though, looks like gonna flag, unfortunately. Position a little bit too tricky. Let Alexandra's king out of the cage, and in doing so, lost on time. So 26.5 points for Alexandra, 8.5 points for Chiyu. Alexandra back to her trusty closing all of her bishops in type opening, just what she loves to do. She says, who needs a dark squared bishop? Not me. Bishop g4 looked like an interesting possibility. Alexandra says, I don't want to go for it. Chiyu says, thank you so much for the free pawn on g5. And just like that, it feels like very quickly Alexandra's position could begin to collapse. Takes, e5 is coming, rook e1. And that's going to be, this could be bishop g6 as well, is crushing. And that could very quickly be all she wrote. Maybe she has rook takes h1 to survive a little bit. But Chiyu says, I will gladly take that queen and then still mate you on the light squares regardless. Goes for the bishop takes. Might be in her advantage to try to bye-bye rook on d8. Although Chiyu doesn't take it, Alexandra lets her have it again instead of playing bishop f6. Wow. Tough seeds. Well, extremely well executed by Chiyu. Alexandra makes one opening mistake. That's really Chiyu's bread and butter, is if she can get some kind of super advantageous position positionally early on, or even a material advantage, and be about equal on the clock, I think she has an extremely likely chance of winning. But when Alexandra is allowed to go into these end games or exchange a lot of pieces, games that take more moves like on the board to execute, that's when Alexandra starts increasing her advantage. And yeah, so Again, here, very solid position for both colors, it seems. It's tricky, that's for sure, but trading off all these pieces, maybe not ideal. At least Chiyu does win f2, opts not to take the free pawn on b2 and instead exchange queens. Possibly a good practical decision. Exchange everything on g2. No, Chiyu, you're just up a pawn in the endgame. Okay, take the bishop. Take the bishop and you can win the championship, I believe. Alexandra taking a lot of time here. Not quite sure what she's really thinking about, but Chu says, thank you very much. I will accept that. Ooh, ouch town. That free pawn, and there's a free piece. Chiyu up 6 seconds on the clock. Alexandra has less than 10 seconds. Should be a pretty quick dub here, as long as Chiyu doesn't blunder this, which she does, but that's no matter. Queen a2 wins the queen on g8, and this is definitely going to be all she wrote. Chiyu with the flag. Who would have thought? So that's gonna bring the score to 26.5 for Alexandra, 10.5 for Chiyu. I'm definitely loving this match so far. I hope you guys are. If you guys are, please give both the players some love in the chat. They definitely deserve some hype. Doing a great job. I really hope this match can continue to go the distance. I think we all would like that. So while we are all here Alexandra fans, I think right now we are, while we're Alexandra fans at heart, I'm definitely team Chiyu. I hope that's not not bad for me to say as a biased commentator. But yeah, so back to the chess. Both sides still have their bishops. Alexandra just loving her bread and butter, going to these end games, even if she's a little bit worse. Probably just going to take. Opts for g5, gives white these insanely powerful F and E pawns, which immediately flex their skills by winning a piece. The knight just goes to a dominating outpost square on e5. f6 is coming. Bishop e6. Forking the 2 rooks. And just like that, Chiyu up 2 rooks. Still with one of her pass pawns left. And the pass pawns that Alexandra exchanged for it going absolutely nowhere. And that's going to be another W here for Chiyu. Team Chiyu. All right, guys. Can I get a 1 in chat if you guys are Team Chiyu, a 2 in chat if you guys are Team Alexandra, and a 3 in chat if you guys are Team women's chess, please? Thank you. Yeah. So going into the next game, Chiyu, I think finally finding her groove here. Knight f8, interesting maneuver before the castles. I kind of like it. This knight, I guess, is going to g5 maybe eventually. Maybe this knight is going somewhere. I'm not really sure what Chiyu is planning to do here. Alexandra says, I'll just be satisfied with my piece development, my knight on e5 that's strong. You're a little bit wonky knight. I'll put my rook on this file with your queen and say, what are you going to do about it? Knight a4 possibly is an idea at some point. Just putting knights on all the good dark squares. She goes for an exchange here. Chiyu once again opts to accept. She says, look, if you are going to give me the bishop pair, I will take it every time. Thank you so much, Ja928, for gifting a tier 1 sub to Saucy Moke. That is another fantastic player, legend, celebrity that we have in the chat. For those who don't know, Saucy Moke is Hans Niemann, who did an absolutely incredible job earlier of commentating on the Cairns Cup, finding tons of incredible combinations because he is an absolute wizard at tactics, as seen from his performance in the Puzzle Rush World Championship that happened earlier this year. So thank you, Hans, for stopping by. Chiyu down on the clock. She got 7. Alexandra's got 10. Let's see if Chiyu can work some magic here. I don't think so. This position's a little bit too equal. We'll have to see how she's feeling about her pre-moves. I don't think she's got enough time, and that's gonna be all she wrote. Another win for Alexandra, bringing our score to 27.5 for Alexandra Botez, 11.5 for Chi Yu. And Alexandra says, I'm gonna play a Grunfeld, because what do you know about the Grunfeld? We don't have time to play theory. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, A4? Question mark? Trapped bishop? Eyeball emoji? Chi Yu cracking under the pressure of such a illustrious opening. And Alexandra says, okay, I will just take that in exchange, all the pieces, and then win. Because once all of our pieces are exchanged, I will have 1 extra and you will have 0. So, executing her plan, but then she hangs her rook on A8. Unbelievable. Chi Yu with the comeback. Who could have seen it coming? Not me. And to add insult to injury, there's just this pawn on A4 that's going to go A5, A6, A7, A8 queen, just like that. Chi Yu bringing her pieces back quickly, just to make sure that she doesn't hang too much stuff and or mate. Alexandra's got this nice bishop, but is it too little, too late? We will see. Rook F1, threatening rook takes F7 check. Mate. What is Alexandra? F5 loses to queen B7. A8. Oh, no. Chi Yu. Oh, Alexandra misses mate, which is bishop G1, because if king G3, queen F4 was mate, and if king H1, bishop F2, queen G1 was mate. Oh, no. No, no, no. Queen F1, do it again. Bishop G1, come on. You can do it. There, she sees it. Incredible. Wow. Very nice. So we got back-to-back rook hangs from each player in that one, and Alexandra ends up coming out on top. Whew. That game was an emotional roller coaster, let me tell you. Alexandra increasing her lead 28.5 points to 11.5 points for Chi Yu. And it is the first to 35 points. Alexandra getting dangerously close. Team Chi Yu, which includes me, hopefully can make a comeback here. But got to stop hanging rooks if that's going to be a possibility. So, queen is off the board early. Once again, we got double queen side castle. Or no. Well, I mean, maybe kind of a manual castle looking position. The point is, the queens might be off the board, but this is still quite a complicated minor piece-ish middle game in which Chi Yu, I would say, has a significant advantage. Once again, with the bishop pair. Although, it has not seemed to hamper, rook b8, ouchtown, population Chi Yu. Bishop h3 to add insult to injury. But yeah. Once again, Alexandra proving, she says, who needs bishops when I have just one bishop and rooks that help me win the game anyway? But maybe Chi Yu has some tricks up her sleeve here. Alexandra down insane amount of time on the clock, 20 seconds. She only has 10 seconds to Chi Yu's 30 seconds. And here comes Chi Yu's H-pawn marching down the board with every waking moment. Rook G2 check H2. And I think this is going to be GG, guys. GG. Well done, Chi Yu. That's a queen. Queen mate. Very, very nicely played by Chi Yu. Keeping up on the clock says, I'm hanging rooks, but no matter. This is bullet. Who needs them? And now Alexandra says, I need to close out this match. I better go back to my trusty French. Playing these very complicated, what is this, McCutcheon lines? Hopefully I got that right. So Sarek, it is going to be the first player to reach 35 points. Alexandra currently has 28.5 in the match. Chi Yu with 12.5. Chi Yu, an uphill climb to get back in this one, but a significantly stronger player over the board in classical chess. So I think nobody has any doubts that she could start a serious comeback at any moment. Alexandra, I like her position. She only has 5 pawns to choose 7, now 4 to her 6, but they're double isolated G pawns. This I might have exchanged and then played rook takes f6, but Alexandra says, no, I don't want to. Ooh, 92-94 was so nice. Missed by Alexandra. Chiyu correctly sees it and rectifies her mistake. Hanging rook takes e6. Chiyu says, I'll bring my knight to f4 first. Uh-oh. Hanging a rook. This is looking tough here for Alexandra. The clock, though, always something you have to keep an eye on. I might take this knight and just exchange. Chiyu says, I don't want it. Chiyu says, now I want it. Rook f7 is GG. Or not. Rook e7. Coming eventually, probably. Or just g6. 6, 5. Chiyu, come on. Go, go, go. Just move quickly. That's all you got to do, Chiyu. Just got to move fast. Got to go fast. Go, Chiyu. Go, 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 go. Oh, my God. Alexandra pulls it out with 0.1 seconds left. Chiyu could not find the mate in time pressure, unfortunately, and still has a pawn to hold on to the win. Absolutely unbelievable chess that we're seeing right now. Maybe the most clutch set of dirty flags in a single match that I've ever seen. Absolutely insane. Can we get some more dirty flag emotes in the chat, please? Because Alexandra has been an absolute master at the dirty flag all match long. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. 29.5 points for Alexandra. 12.5 points for Chiyu. Alexandra, 5.5 points away from, 4.5 points. 5.5 points away from winning this match. Chiyu, a distant 22.5 points away. But can she do it? I believe. Do you guys believe? If you guys believe that Chiyu can bring back this match and give Alexandra a sweat, please put some hype in the chat. We would greatly appreciate it. Additionally, for those who don't know, 60% of the donations that come through during this stream go directly towards supporting U.S. chess women, and 40% goes to supporting future matches just like this one. So if you guys are having a really nice time, please, we would greatly appreciate all of your support. And yeah, thank you so much to those who have already supported already. I believe we have smashed our donation goal for this stream by more than double. And Chess Bay, thank you so much for gifting a sub to White Noise. That is so kind of you. Back to the game. Chiyu has not had a queen for a majority of this time, but she says, no mind. I'm going to pre-move you into oblivion. Come on, Chiyu. You could do it. Just play your pieces just anywhere. Just anywhere. You just got to go anywhere. You could do it. Get us a check. Oh. So close. Alexandra only with 0.7 seconds left. Chiyu was 0-0. It looks like that queen g7 check from Alexandra was the move to clutch it. And Alexandra officially into the 30-point club. 30.5 points for Alexandra. 12.5 for Chiyu. Next match 2-0. I think we'd all like to see it. That would be really interesting, because Chiyu absolutely dominated Alexandra in their first blitz match, adopting her 10-0. And Alexandra putting on an incredible display of bullet acumen here for us tonight with an incredible 18-point lead in a match to 35 points. Thank you so much, White Noise, for donating 1,000 bits. Really appreciate that support. Thank you so much. Here, Alexandra almost assuredly going to give up the bishop pair, as she is wont to do. Chiyu up an insane amount of time, over 10 seconds a bullet, which is essentially a lifetime. Let's see if she can use that to her advantage. Alexandra starting to try to put some pressure on this diagonal, but maybe there's some stuff coming at some point. Maybe not. There's some stuff coming. I don't know. You tell me. Please, I want to see it. I just want to excuse me. I just want to see it. I really want to see it. Bishop is trapped amazingly in the middle of the board. Well done by Alexandra. Chiyu with her back against the wall. Alexandra closing the gap on time, although taking a little bit too much time here, threatening bishop e3 and possibly queen a1. Checkmate if the queen goes to e2. Queen g2 forced. Ah, sad. That is too bad. Thank you so much, Astronomisfit, for gifting a sub to Mama Botez. Hello, Lucia. If you are in the chat, it is so nice to see you. Thank you for being here and supporting. I miss you so much. Thank you, Bad Selector, for using 100 bits, who says, let's see a comeback. I agree, guys. If you want to see a comeback, put some more hype in the chat. Let's see some dirty flags by Chiyu. I think that would get the chat really hyped up. We believe in you, Chiyu. And thank you, Blade Dancer 190, for cheering 100 bits as well. We appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much. Chiyu, once again, castling queenside against Alexandra's centralized king. Center is closed, though. Let's see if Alexandra can pull out anything on the queen side here. Beautiful queen on d4 here for Chiyu. Absolutely lovely. g3, just bringing all of her pieces onto the dark squares as Alexandra's bishop is stuck out here on a5 in no man's land. Knight coming to f4 spells trouble for Alexandra. Move the queen back, threaten knight e3, question mark? Queen f4 maybe? Seems quite nice. Don't need to do anything too special here. Family fork incoming, huh? And there she blows. Take this guy, maybe. Queen e3? No? Just some free stuff here for Chiyu. She's got 15 seconds. Plenty of time on the clock. But she hangs her queen! Oh my god! No, Chiyu! Oh my god. This is going to come down to another pre-move match, isn't it? Amazingly, Alexandra, somehow after all of these complications, is up 2 pawns. Holy stink bomb. What's going to happen? Chiyu, please. One time. You can do it, Chiyu. Chiyu, come on. Just check something. Anything. Oh, that's an absolute heartbreaker. Wow. Queen d2. Just forgetting that the bishop was on a5, guarding that square. And Alexandra, now only 2.5 points away. Alexandra, 32.5 points to Chiyu's 12.5. Let's see. Come on. Can we get some more hype for Chiyu in the chat? Please, guys. She needs all of your energy right now. She's done such an incredible job today of playing exciting and tactical chess. I hope that she can continue to entertain us with some of her brilliant championship level play. Here, currently, an interestingly nice knight on f6, although I don't really know what it's going to do. I guess that's what it's going to do. Support the rook on d7 so that she can get a rook on the 7th rank. e6 is now hanging. g6 and h5 will hang momentarily. And once again, things looking quite nice here for white, I must say. Got to be a little careful here with all of these pieces on the d file. But she says, I'm going to take it slow. And one of the best pieces in the endgame is the king. So I'm just going to use him to come in and take all your pawns. I don't need to use my pieces to do that. Bishop g4. Extremely nice move. Knight h6. Gotta not hang our rook on f7. Chiyu says, I'm too good for that. But now she hangs a rook on h7, unfortunately. Alexandra getting low on time. Hangs her knight on g8. Chiyu with a pass pawn on e5. Can she mate with a knight and a bishop? Let's see. I think I would rather have white here, not only because she's up on time, but also because she has multiple pieces to check and create attacks with just queen. There you go. Bring the knight in and stuff. Don't exchange. Yes, perfect. Bring the knight in or the king in or something. Oh, no. Maybe a draw if Chiyu can hold on. Let's see the pre-moves. Please, Chiyu, you can do it. Just go, 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 go. Pre-move every move. Ah. Alexandra with these dirty flags. Man, oh, man. She's just absolutely no mercy today from Alexandra. Wow. Insanity. That's going to be 33.5 points here for Alexandra to Chiyu's 12.5. I love that in the chat, Maprel. Chiyu, 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 Chiyu. Can we get some chants going? Can we get some Chiyus in the chat, please? If you guys want this match to keep going, please can we get some cheers for Chiyu in the chat? She could feel your energy, and it's going to power her to 20 points. I guarantee it. Alexandra with a nice position here, though. We've got 6 pawns to 6 pawns. Rook g5 seemed interesting, although probably loses to f6. So good thing that Alexandra did not play that move. King f7. Rook h5 is a possibility to put some pressure on this h7 pawn. Alexandra takes my advice, but she hangs a rook, and that is going to be tough to come back from. So, but we've seen Chiyu be up more than a rook before. A rook once, a queen once, at least by my count. Knight d6 now. No, now takes check and then takes. And there's Alexandra again with this amazing swindle. And she's up a pawn. Absolutely incredible. I mean, Chiyu is up 4 seconds on the clock, but as we've seen, that has not been a huge factor. Brings the knight all the way to a4 and kind of blocks her own pawns, but the king just comes to c2 and guards everything. And now hangs a pawn on a6 or a pawn on d5. g3, extremely accurate from Alexandra, just to keep the king from coming in. Chiyu with a pass pawn on c4. Maybe she could turn it into something. Hopefully, king g5. Knight d7 maybe. Transfer the knight somehow into white's camp. Knight takes d7! Oh my god, Chiyu saw it. Please don't flag. You can do it, Chiyu. Try to check with your knight or something. Go, go, go. Knight f4, knight d3 or something. Oh, no. Oh, no. Alexandra just too fast for Chiyu in these time scrambles. So unfortunate. Alexandra, 34.5 points. Just a draw away. Chiyu with her back against the wall at 12.5 points. Guys, can we get some last-minute hype for Chiyu? If you guys want to see this series extended, please continue to put some hype in the chat. Oh, man. But I have to say, if this is unfortunately the last game, it has been my pleasure casting for you all. I hope you guys have had a fantastic time. Thank you again to everyone who has donated to help support not only U.S. women's chess, but women's chess in general by viewing this stream and participating in the chat. You guys are all wonderful and amazing. But Chiyu says, John, that's too soon. I'm up in exchange. How dare you write me off so early? This knight, though, it's pretty good. Let's see how she's going to try to get in and infiltrate. Queen h8, queen b8 seemed like an interesting idea. Alexandra with just a blunder. No, queen takes b4. I think maybe she meant queen b5, just a mouse slip. So Chiyu, guys, I'm telling you, Chiyu feels your hype, guys. If you want it to go to another game, she felt it in the last one. Please keep it up in the chat. But Alexandra says, I learned from the Bullet Masters. That is how I am trying to dominate this match, and I'm going to play the infamous Penguin GM1 opening. Chiyu says, not so fast. I'm just going to mate you on the H file. What about that? Rook takes H1, though. Chiyu says, I don't want it. Just queen d5, and I'm going to win all of your pieces. f5, g5, g4 coming. Oh? Takes on g7. Interesting play here from Alexander. I think that... No! Why are you doing that, Chiyu? No! Oh, no. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for the match.
Those pre-moves helped you get a lot stronger.
Yeah, saw some of those pre-move skills, although it seemed maybe like your veteran bullet and pre-move experience helped you quite a bit there, Alexandra. What do you think?
I got some crazy swindles in this match, so it's definitely just the experience with bullet. Chiyu, how are you feeling? Are you gonna play more bullet? Are you addicted to it now?
Definitely not. No, not my game.
You played extremely fantastic chess. It was very exciting match. We are glad that you were able to provide us with some serious chess entertainment. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for you in the end, but still quite a fantastic match. Congratulations and thank you to you both.